Short 1 EU's big magnification decision appears what you need to know. The European Commission's long awaited annual magnification report will be published on November 8. The delay was caused by a number of factors. The first is that expansion report from the EU member states in front of EU summit in Brussels on October 26-27 will not be published, and Bloc's budget and budget Vegöç. There are too many grounds to cover, and EU member states' final referees in the expansion process must examine documents before making a decision. Member states will vote for the expansion questions of the EU's General Affairs Council, which brings together Bloc's foreign ministers on the 12th of December. A potential decision will then have to be stigmatized at the EU summit in Brussels 2 days later. Finally, expansion report was partially postponed because the European Commission was generous when several countries allowed Brussels to fulfill certain conditions and reforms for EU hopes. Deep background. According to various media reports, the European Commission will propose the opening of participation negotiations with Ukraine and Moldova. An EU source, who is familiar with the expansion report that can only talk about anonymity, said the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen would not go to Kiev on November 4 if there were no positive signals from Ukraine. Regarding Ukraine Moldova, it is important to note the conditions timeline. How these requirements objectives can refer to reports. Moldova and Ukraine have not yet fulfilled all priorities set by the EU in the summer of 2022. This can mean some kind of diplomatic confectionery. While EU member states may decide to open participation talks with Ukraine and Moldova in December, real opening of negotiations containing scanning of all EU legislation that countries should adopt to become a member will take place early. 2024, and all bets are closed on how long whole process will take, because participation talks can sometimes take years.